My name is Dora Lozica. I'm 38 years old, mother of two, and member of feminist collective Ko Žena from Korčula. We are having our radio show on a local radio station for 10 years now. And I think that we made a lot of difference for a woman on the island for these past 10 years. Korčula is nearby Dubrovnik, aka King's Landing. I believe most of you know about Dubrovnik. We are 1.5 hours, maybe 2, away by car from Dubrovnik, and there is a hospital, general hospital center, and most of children from Ireland are born in Dubrovnik. Also, we are 1.5 hours away from by a speedboat, catamaran, from Hvar, for example, and 3 hours away by a speedboat, catamaran, away from Split. And there we have clinical hospital center and very, very good neonatology unit for our children from the island and from all this part of, for all this part of Dalmatia, South Dalmatia. Back in 60s, 70s, even beginning of 80s past century, having birth in the house with some women from the village, and she was a midwife. 1991 to 1993, or even maybe beginning of 4, we have even a birth hospital, war birth hospital here in Korčula, with 2 midwives and 1 doctor, and they gave birth to I don't know how many children, lots of children in that period. After that, we don't have a regular midwife in the island. We have like a medicine helper for a doctor, but not a regular midwife. So for approximately 10 or a little bit more thousand women in this area, we have only one doctor, gynecologist, who is working around or for public health. Don't prepare it in the island. We don't have any kind of seminars to learn how to breastfeed afterwards, how to prepare ourselves for the labors, for the childbirth. We don't know anything. We know what we see in the movies, and you know, and I know, and you know, it's not real. Thank God to internet. Lots of women now have more informations from the internet, but you know, internet is also there is lots of different kind of information. Some of they are good, some of they are not correct. We don't have anything, and we don't know much, especially when you are a young woman and having a first baby in the island. It's truly isolated. The doctor says that we have to go 1 week or more if he thinks we should before to the Dubrovnik hospital. We are going up most usual where it's 38 weeks of pregnancy to the hospital, and then you can be there for 1 day or 3. You can have a birth the same day, or you can be there for 3 weeks waiting for a birth. When most kids from the island are born in Dubrovnik General Hospital because it's nearest. We have 1.5 hour, maybe a little bit more by a car from Korčula Island to Dubrovnik General Hospital. When there is some kind of problem, or maybe they arrange a C-section for a birth. Usually women go to Split because it's a clinical hospital center with a neonatology unit, and it's a little bit more far than Dubrovnik. We need 3 hours by a car from island of Korčula, or 2.5 hours with a speedboat catamaran from Korčula to Split. In the last few years, young women, mostly young women from the island, choosing Zagreb, which is far, far, far more away, 600 kilometers, and you need maybe 6 or 7 hours with a car, by a car, from Korčula to Zagreb to have birth, to have kids. Why? Because in some hospitals in Zagreb, the midwives and doctors are very good, very professional and kind to women in labors. And that is something we don't usually get here in south of Croatia, in Dubrovnik, and especially in Split. For me, it's not normal that one woman in the island have to go in labors somewhere 200 kilometers away. Someone from Dubrovnik, Split, or Zagreb should come to me so I can have birth here where I am, because I'm in labors and I'm giving a birth to a new life. And our government are telling all the time there is not enough Croatian kids. We are losing our Croatian people. Every year we should have more kids. And in the same time, in the island, there is no public health care for a pregnant woman, which is enough good for a human being. Slavojka is actually a midwife with her full 67 years. She has more than 45 years of iskustva, help me, experience helping a woman to give birth to a children in every possible situation. In car, in boat, in helicopter, in I don't know, in trucks, in ERs here in the island or Pelješac Peninsula. And she is still working, and she is available every day, 24 hours a day. You can call her and she will come and give birth to you, help you to give birth to your kids. And she never even once, and we are talking about almost 2,000 births here in this area. She has never a bad outcome of birth. But she's old, she's she is tired, and she needs replacement. And young women here in the island asking one another, and we are asking ourselves, and we are asking our I don't know, politicians, what we will do when she will not working anymore. Why? That doctor, he won't come if you have labors on the island. He will not answer. It's too much for him. He's old and he don't want to be there because it could be a lot of problems. Uh, Crew in ER, in ambulance emergency, they don't have enough knowledge. Their knowledge is very, very basic. And when they see a woman in labor, they are trying to uh, faster as they can put us on the peninsula. There is Slavojka Arsenovic waiting for you, and then she's only one person who is ready to help you to give birth out of hospital. I don't know, something in the middle of Pelješac Peninsula, by the road, in the ambulance car, or whatever. Her job is to help her doctor to have an administration, to, I don't know, see how many pounds you gain, what you should do next, and stuff like that, administration. And I don't know, take some blood for some kind of, I don't know, stuff like that. It's not her part of her job. She's doing it because she has some kind of very, very strong energy, and she doing it because she thinks she should. It's her mission on the earth and on this part of the earth of the Croatia. Feels now that she's helping us, which is more than truth, but it's not her part of the job. And state is mute. They're letting her doing that by her own. All the responsibility for a birth, which is the biggest responsibility I know, it's on her. If something happens, she will be uh, she will be responsible for that. In the island, for a woman, it's I don't know, it's like a fight in the ring, and the end of that fight could be good or you can lose. And they are letting her doing it. They know it's not part of her job. She was in newspapers like a main star, which she really is. Grad Korčula, town of Korčula, gave her award for life work, which is okay. She should have that. But nobody tells her it's your job, we will pay you for that, or it's not your job, we will do something for that women that you don't have to do that. My second child is born in Orebić, in ER, a small ambulance. It looks like it's from, I don't know, not even last century, the century before, on some table from school. She gave birth. She helped me to give birth to my son. He was very big, and it was very, very hard birth. But her energy was everything to me. It was just me and her, and I was listening to her, and I believed her, and everything in the end went more than great. Love she gave me and support she gave me. I didn't I didn't feel that in hospital in Dubrovnik or in Split. We want to talk with someone who will tell us how to prepare for a breastfeeding and what to expect. And after that, we want, someone who will come and be good to you, kind to you, who will, tell you something nice. You did that good. You were brave. You gave a birth to a child. You are a mother now. You can do anything. You didn't do anything wrong. Ask someone for help. You deserve help. You don't have to do anything by yourself. It's still a theme in the island which is very taboo. Here it's a patriarchy. It's very strong, and uh, that partner or a father or even a son will tell you, or I don't know, even a friend, your husband or whatever, will tell you, well, other women gave birth too, they didn't cry. My granny, she gave birth in a vineyard. She in 5 minutes, nobody even knows, and stuff like that. We need support, and that support should be mainstream. Everyone should think that the women, pregnant women or mothers, young mothers, older mother, whatever, we need support. And I think that midwife care, who will be some kind of official and maybe free for women, will bring that kind of opinion in mainstream mainstream mindset in the island. It's the hardest part, believe me. Have an information where to go if you want to have an abortion for a young lady, very young women, or for older women who wants to have her privacy and don't ask anyone about that. It's almost impossible to get an information where to go to have an abortion. And yes, and I'm telling you that with 100% of, I'm sure, I'm very sure in that. We need that when we plan a pregnancy. We want to ask someone information, someone we believe. We want someone we can talk to. We can ask, is it a good moment now for me to have a baby? Or should I get an abortion? Where? How? It's also not free. You have to pay for it. How much it costs? How I will pay that? We want to ask someone to help us if we have problems with conceiving, to conceive, to get pregnant. And its problem, there is more and more women and couples in the island having that problem in the past few years, more and more and more. Also, we want to be prepared for birth. We want to be prepared for breastfeeding. Breastfeeding in the island, it's actually very good because it is a rural place, and breastfeeding is some kind of running in the family. There is one song, a very popular song, klapa, traditional harmony, a cappella singing from Dalmatia, which says that living in the island, it's both joy and sadness. And it's true. We are living in amazing, very fairy tale island in the terms of nature, and everything is very clean. The air is fantastic. We are having our fruits, our vegetables. That is good, and we have peace to raise our kids. There is no dangers any kind for kids and stuff like that. But for women and our health service, especially when you are pregnant, we are in very low place in this moment. We don't have basic things we should have as women in the island.